Hello, people of YouTube. This is Paul Mitchell. I want to have a little discussion with everyone about racism and safe spaces in college campuses and the First Amendment. First of all, safe spaces in colleges. Answer me these questions. What are you trying to keep yourself safe from? Are you trying to protect yourself from crazed lunatics or something, or what? What are they for? So far from what I have seen, these so-called safe spaces were code word for fascist areas. I say fascist because there's no real free speech there. If you hurt someone's feelings in a safe place, you get in trouble or expelled from the college. Where in the First Amendment does it say that you're allowed to speak freely unless someone is hurting your feelings, or if you are hurting someone's feelings? Where in the Constitution does it say that? So far from what I have seen and read in the First Amendment of the Constitution, it says is that people are to have free speech, freedom of religion, and that the government is not to interfere with their private lives. I am paraphrasing, of course. But nowhere does it say that free speech is invalid if it is hurting someone's feelings. Professors in the college campus, as liberal as you are, you should understand that, the value of free speech. I mean, our men in Iraq or in the Middle East from our country are fighting and sacrificing their own lives for the sake of your free speech and your freedom to do whatever you want in your life. So let's have a scenario. Let's make up a little scenario, all right? One of you liberals out here, standing right in front of me, I motion my hand and I say, slice, slice, slice. You hold out your arm. What do you find? Nothing. No cuts, no bruises, no nothing. So, what are you trying to save yourself from? I mean, you're basically saying that words are violent, when in fact the only power that words have is the power that you give those words. And I have to say, it is a very, very disgraceful way to act. You're teaching people like me to be pansies, wimps, and that every obstacle that comes our way, you're teaching us to whine about it and complain about it? Since when did whining and complaining about it ever solve anything? And what's with all these hoaxes going on campuses? Fake rants saying that women are being raped by the men on the college campuses, when in fact proof shows that it's not even happening. I'll be honest, yes, rape does happen, and yes, rape is evil, it is wrong, it is unacceptable. But you should not. I mean, come on, guys. Faking it, you're only losing your credibility. You're losing your credibility as upstanding and sophisticated individuals. If you do that, you lose your credibility. Why do you think people go on more to the right than they do to the left? Because now the left is losing their credibility because they're teaching kids to be whiners, complainers, and lazy. I mean, what good are they now? What good are they doing for us? Now, I don't mind some liberals. I believe that you can be liberal. I believe you should have the right to choose what party you want to be a part of. You want to be on the left? That's fine. You want to be on the right? That's also fine. That's also fine. It's called freedom of association, freedom of speech, and the right to pursue freedom and the pursuit of happiness. It's stated in the preamble of the Constitution. But you have no right to try and trample others or ruin others' lives because you disagree with them. Like the feminists, for instance, ruining other men's lives because they are offended by a certain statement he makes, when in fact it has no relevance of hate or otherwise. The minute he says something that they disagree with, they say, Miss Sam, misogynist, anti-woman, sexist. Guys, how is it sexist to disagree with you on some issues? I tell you, it isn't. The fact of the matter is that you guys are just whining and complaining because you can't get your point across some people, and you try to ruin their lives just so you can try and feel good about yourself if you can't convince them of your opinions. They're opinions. And if there's no basis or proof, then there's no fact, and it only leaves it to statements and opinions. I don't hate women. Don't get the wrong impression. I have no hatred of women. I like women. Otherwise, I wouldn't be looking for a woman to date. And I wouldn't love my mom either if I was so anti-woman. And my dad, and I probably wouldn't even exist if that were the case with my dad. My parents taught me that both sides are equal in value. Whilst they are different in some aspects, they are the same in the fact that they are individuals with feelings and dignity. And I'm not saying that you should have the right to say whatever you want and then go out and insult someone on purpose. That's not what I'm saying. Because, like with free speech, there is also going to be some ramifications, but it shouldn't go to the extent to where your life is completely ruined. Saying hateful words should lose you friends, but not your life. You people should understand that. And ladies, feminists, and all others on the left, if you don't like the fact that someone doesn't agree with you, then don't talk to them ever again. Don't associate with them. Don't go near them if you don't like them. Don't mess around with them. Because if you do, you're only going to be making yourself look bad. You're going to be showing yourself as the bully by the rest of the world, even though you think you're not. I don't mind debates or little arguments here and there, but when it resorts to insulting someone or calling them baseless names without any proof of if they really are that, then that's only making you look like the idiots. This is Paul Mitchell, signing off.